Welcome to Baikumi. Today we're making an Asian-inspired snack mix that I first had years ago when my mom's friend dropped off a bag with my family. It was so good, I still remember eating the entire bag by myself. Fast forward to today, when I made a batch to share with my own friends, and one of them asked how to prepare it herself, just as I did years ago. Well, here's the adapted version of the recipe that my mom's friend so graciously shared with me. Let's get started. Please find the ingredients and tools at the end of this video and the recipe on baikumi.com. Let's prepare the ajiske nori, which is a Japanese seasoned roasted seaweed. But first, here's a roasted seaweed that is unseasoned or plain, already pre-cut into strips. This is really convenient, but for the best flavor, purchase a seasoned seaweed. Look for ajiske nori, sometimes also labeled as teriyaki seaweed. This one is hot and spicy, but there's an original non-spicy version. Ajiske nori is sold in plastic tubs like the one I have here, or in packets, which I show in the ingredients section at the end. Cut the seaweed into strips, about an 1/8 inch wide and 1 inch long. I usually cut the strips along the shorter side of the nori sheet. Cut enough to loosely fill a 1/3 cup measuring cup. When finished, place the strips in an extra large mixing bowl. Always tightly reseal the nori to maintain freshness and crispness. Store in a cool, dry area, and once opened, use quickly for best texture. Before adding the cereal, spread the nori strips evenly across the bottom of the bowl. This helps prevent clumping. Now add one 12-ounce box of Crispix. Time to prepare the glaze. Add 3 tablespoons salted butter to a small pot. Add 3 tablespoons sugar. Add 3 tablespoons light corn syrup. I like to use brown rice syrup. Add 2 tablespoons or an 1/8 cup neutral oil. I'm using refined coconut oil. This has no flavor, unlike virgin coconut oil. Add a 1/2 tablespoon soy sauce or tamari sauce. Heat the pot on low and constantly stir the ingredients. Use a spoon, or I like to use a heat-resistant spatula. Turn down the heat if the ingredients begin to bubble. When thoroughly combined, turn off the stove. Now we're almost ready to toss this with the cereal. Add 2 tablespoons toasted sesame seeds to the pot and stir thoroughly. Sesame seeds can be purchased already toasted. Now pour the glaze over the cereal and toss everything together using 2 spatulas. Be sure to reach the nori on the bottom when tossing. Continue until completely mixed and evenly coated. At this point, add more nori if desired. Or add a 1/2 cup of Spanish peanuts. The nuts are optional and definitely not necessary. Mix once more, and now we're ready for the oven. Spread the mixture onto a large parchment-lined baking sheet. I'm using a 13 by 17 inch jelly roll pan. Bake at 250 degrees for 1 hour on the middle rack. And every 15 minutes, stir or mix the cereal to help it bake evenly. Here we are at 30 minutes, and we'll do this once more at 15 minutes. And then after 1 hour, turn off the oven and pull out the baking sheet. Allow the snack mix to cool completely on the sheet to maximize the crispiness. Once cooled completely, store in an airtight container or a Ziploc bag. Enjoy! Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for more information or a printable recipe, visit baikumi.com. And don't forget to share your photos. We'll see you again soon. The ingredients today: 1 12-ounce box of Crispix, salted butter, sugar, light corn syrup, or I like to use brown rice syrup, neutral oil, soy sauce or tamari sauce, toasted sesame seeds or roasted sesame seeds, either will work, ajiske nori, a Japanese seasoned roasted seaweed, sometimes also labeled as teriyaki seaweed, Purchase in a plastic tub or in individual packets. And if there's no English translation, look at the ingredients list for soy sauce and a sweetener. Or use the plain roasted pre-cut seaweed, but for best results, get the edgescanori or the seasoned seaweed. Spanish peanuts, which are optional. And for the tools, small pot, heat-resistant spatula or spoon, cutting board and knife, scissors, measuring spoons and a measuring glass is helpful, measuring cups, spoon and spatula, 2 spatulas and a resting plate, extra large mixing bowl, parchment paper, oven mitts, large baking sheet, airtight container or Ziploc bag, serving bowls.